What is up YouTube? It is Wednesday and that means I am back with another video. This week I'm talking to you about and showing you how to do the sky replacement in Photoshop 2021. So yesterday there was the Adobe Max showcase and they brought out tons of new features across all of their software. Their Photoshop 2021 has now got a new feature called sky replacement, and essentially you can put in a photo, it will detect where the sky is, completely cut it out and replace it with another sky. Let's jump into it. I'm going to swap on over to my desktop and show you how to do it. So hopping into Photoshop here, I've got my free sort of test files open for you. I've got 3 different photos, kind of different subjects. First photo is raw, straight from the camera, brought straight into Photoshop first, and then image 2 and 3 are images that I've already edited in Lightroom, exported and brought them in, just so you can kind of see the difference between 2 formats. So, taking the first photo, as long as you've got the updated version of Photoshop installed, Photoshop 2021, you can head up here in the top left to edit, sky replacement, about 2/3 of the way down, and it's going to start processing, essentially working out where the sky is and where to replace it. So for this photo, I'm going to use one of the Photoshop skies that come pre-added. They have a selection of a few different ones. There's blue skies, spectacular, which are different, variety of different skies, and then you've got some sunsets. For this photo, I'm thinking of, I'll probably go with like this, I think, the one that's already selected. I think over maybe, but you can see how it's changing it. Yeah, we'll go with this one. So once you've picked which sky you want, there's a bunch of settings here in this window that's opened. So first off is working out which direction the sun's coming from. I know from taking the photo that it's the left side, so I'm going to keep it as it is, but clicking flip you can change which direction you need the sky in. Scale, I'm going to scale down a little, no I can't. This is where it gets finicky, I shouldn't have messed with. Some are going to work better in your photos than others. I'm going to leave it as it was. Let's maybe just try and bring it up a little bit. Here is your foreground adjustments. So this might be collapsed, but just open this up. You've got 2 different lighting modes, or basically blending modes, essentially. I think multiply looks better. I like to, so the lighting adjustment, if you look along the background, it's ever so slightly lightening and darkening that area. I prefer to push it up, it gets rid of the kind of that halo effect that it's causing. And then color adjustment, obviously you want the lighting from the sky to match the photo, so I whack this all the way up to about 80 to 90. Adds a nice tint and pass over the colour to kind of match it more with the sky. And then here up at shift edge, I just ever so slightly drop it just so it seems to blend a little bit better. So it's not, if you see, if I push it up, you can see how the edge is going. I prefer to pull it the opposite way. Obviously pulling it fully the opposite way brings in more of the original sky, but I want just a little bit just to help that blend. So that's pretty much it for this first photo. So if you hit OK, it puts it all nicely in a little group here in the layers, the sky replacement group. So you can see the original photo and then with the sky replaced. Pretty much like if I saw this on Instagram, social media, I wouldn't think any different. I'd pretty much think it was taken at that time with those clouds. So you just saw how easy that was, and that's with raw photo. So then you could export this, take it into Lightroom, edit it, do what you want with it, or even just in Photoshop, select the photo, you can go to camera raw filter and edit the photo within Photoshop. So what you're seeing here is a sped up version of just me editing the next two photos. It's the same process, and on this one we have a building. Something to note on this, if you are trying to do a sky replacement on something like this where there's a building and the edge has a lot of detail, just be aware that it's going to struggle to cut out all that detail, but I think it does a fairly solid job. This third photo was me experimenting with something very extreme. I brought in some night sky shots, and I wanted to turn this daytime shot of my brother-in-law in the field, in an open field, I wanted to turn it into a night shot with the Milky Way sky. So sky replacement does a great job at replacing the sky, and then using the camera raw filters, I brought the exposure down, edited the photo bits just to try and match the time of day and the lighting just a little bit better. I think it does a great job, really cool effect, and shows kind of like what you could possibly do with this new feature in Photoshop. And there you have it. That is Photoshop 2021's new feature of sky replacement. I hope this has been helpful for you. Super cool tool that they've added. Probably going to play around with it a lot more over the next coming weeks, but super great for photography, super great for designers, people that use Photoshop a lot. I think it'll be great. Lots of cool features have come out. If you haven't already, check out the Adobe Max show that was on yesterday and check out all the updates that have come out. Thank you for watching. If you've liked the video, hit that like button, it really is appreciated. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below. Catch you next week. We have light. So cheesy. Honestly, I'm so glad I've got a light finally. These videos have been okay, but like production quality wise, definitely could step them up. It's amazing actually how much a light does, and I've kind of put off buying lights because it's been this thing that I didn't really understand, and damn does a light make a difference.